He spent more than 20 years on Tennessee's sex offender registry, but no longer. News Channel 5 Investigates is speaking with a man who says he's now free and he's not alone.
Yeah, our team brought us this story last year, and now we know a judge has ordered several names to be taken off the registry.
It is a long process and it is expensive. Investigative reporter Levi Ismail is here to show us how taxpayers may actually be left with the bill.
You know, it's costing taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars as more people file lawsuits claiming they shouldn't have been able to follow a registry that wasn't even around when they were convicted. Once again, we're only using first names to protect identities, but we know dozens of people have since been removed from the registry, with dozens more potentially on the way.
To just sit on my front porch and drink me a cup of coffee and say, wow, you know, what a blessing it is just to have that feeling after all I've been going through.
What seems ordinary.
How y'all doing this morning?
Morning.
Maybe even routine at times.
Is this early for you?
No.
I'll be up before then. I'll be up at 5 o'clock.
Is what Thomas has been searching for since we met last year.
Last time around when we spoke to you, we were inside.
Yeah.
It was dark.
Yep.
We closed the blinds and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And now here we are sitting outside your home. And you're waving at people and saying hi.
Yeah. Everybody exercising, everybody's living. I'm talking about this is living.
At what point did you say to yourself, I need to see people, I need to interact with people to feel that life?
Well, since April the 4th.
You may not know Thomas, but before April 4th, you could find almost everything there was to know on Tennessee's sex offender registry. He was convicted of raping a family friend back in 1996 who died years later, but Thomas maintains his innocence.
It feels good to talk about it, and I want people to hear about it. I have nothing to hide.
We're not here to say whether Thomas committed the crime. What we know is that he's been on the registry for the last 20 plus years, only to find his name removed in 2023. Thomas is now one of at least 73 cases challenging Tennessee's sex offender registry over the past 5 years. Of those cases, 34 convinced a judge to remove their names from the registry.
Suddenly it was like, oh, there's some daylight here.
Civil rights attorney Kyle Mothershead represents Thomas and says he's using virtually the same argument he's used for many others.
This was not the law when you committed your offense. Then they made it up after the fact, and that's against the Constitution.
One by one, people have sued the state, claiming the registry imposed new restrictions long after they were convicted. And one by one, judges have agreed. A process that once took at least 2 years to get to this point, we've now seen just in 1 month.
They've basically been filing something saying, we don't oppose the offender being released from the registry while this case is pending.
Get somebody to listen to me.
Take Thomas, for example. He was convicted in 1996. Tennessee's registry at the time was only meant for law enforcement to keep tabs on convicted offenders. Lawmakers later replaced the registry in 2004. Now, not only was everything about Thomas public, he also went from being labeled an offender to violent sex offender, which meant checking in 4 times a year, paying an annual fee, and staying at least 1,000 feet away from a church, park, or school for the rest of his life.
I might not have been physically locked up in prison, but mentally out here, I was still in prison.
It's the taxpayer that ends up paying the lawyer fees for all this stuff.
Tennesseans are left with the offender's bill every time the state is sued and loses one of these cases. We found that in the last 5 years, taxpayers have covered the $814,000 tab in legal fees for these cases already decided. Mothershead expects hundreds of thousands more spent on the cases still pending.
They keep finding the same thing, which is that it's unconstitutional. So individuals, one at a time, keep being released from the registry.
Out of that group that are coming out, they're going to hurt somebody else. You can be sure of it. Do you think it's worth it? Is it worth it?
Verna Wyatt is the co-founder of Tennessee Voices for Victims. She says while the registry may feel like a life sentence for some, so is the trauma victims endure.
It's not a punishment for you, it's a protection for them. And as sad as that is, it's their choice that brought them into that situation in the first place. And the victims never had a choice. So you see the good part of them, the public sees the good part of them. Their victims see the real side of them.
There is the concern that as soon as you are no longer on the registry and you're out here without the restrictions, you would go back to reoffending. And so what do you say to the people who think that you are a risk to be out here without these restrictions?
How can I offend and I never done nothing in the first place? That's the question.
State attorneys appealed Thomas's case and many others like him to the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals. There they will decide if it's back to the registry or if these passing moments could be for good. It's faith, he says, that got him this far.
Good morning.
And it's faith he intends to follow.
Are you at all concerned about the idea that they may not want to talk to you anymore?
Nah, I'm not concerned about it. God got control of everything. With God in my life, I ain't worried about nothing. I ain't worried about nothing.
The judge's ruling on these lawsuits have said that lawmakers need to take a closer look at the registry and how any new changes could force even more offenders to say their rights were also violated. We reached out to the offices of several lawmakers, but never heard back. In the meantime, Mothershead expects the Sixth Circuit Court decision sometime next year on if Thomas and dozens of others will be permanently removed from the sex offender registry. With News Channel 5 Investigates, I'm Levi Ismail.